What's your name? Thank you, Seth. Olivia.
Thank you.
Thank you, Seth. Have a good day.
Thank you. Great.
We're like, Seth. Seth, help us.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the MisterVince Podcast. I'm Vince. I'm so excited to have with me in the studio today one of my teachers. Please welcome my yoga teacher, Olivia Brown.
Aw, hi, Vince.
Namaste.
I'm so glad to be here. Namaste, my king. I knew you were going to introduce me as one of your teachers. Like, when I was thinking of how you would do my intro, I was like, he's going to call me his teacher.
One of my teachers,
really
one of my
sweet.
mentors.
Aw,
Yes.
that's really
No,
sweet.
it's true because so in the last several episodes, I had Meg Shuba, and I know she's one of your teachers as well, right?
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
So you studied with Meg doing the yoga teacher training.
Yes. Meg Shuba is the creator of Poetic, the Academy of Yoga that I've studied under twice now and have recently become staff on the training team. But Meg's creation is like this umbrella of just like goodness, and it just spreads webs. And through that web, that's how I found yoga. And I found one of my other teachers, Brooke, who I've just become like the granddaughter through Meg. But yeah, yoga is great because you just have all these teachers and students who are your teachers and friends who are your teachers and mentors.
Yeah.
So it's a really beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's really cool watching you guys work together and come up with new ideas and new like workshops and different things that you have going on. It seems like there's always something new coming up.
Yeah.
I'm really excited that I'm joining the 200-hour training this summer, which is it's going to be great.
I'm so excited too.
Yeah, so you're going to be there with us, right?
Yes.
And what's your role going to be in Costa Rica with us?
So honestly, we haven't like talked about that quite yet. We kind of, the way we work is quite intuitive. The way Meg, Brooke, and I just kind of like fill in as a trio, because they've been a duo for such a long time. So I feel like I kind of round out the trio with like this other perspective through like dancer eyes, through like trendy girl, young girl eyes of like, I don't know, just kind of keeping it fresh is how Meg like refers to me. She's like, she keeps us young. But I'll be there. I'll be teaching some morning classes. We haven't like spoken yet about workshops we're doing, but stay tuned. We'll probably have some dance stuff.
Yeah,
dance inspired stuff.
I want to talk about that. So
Okay.
So this is where we connect. So, you know, my background is in theater, in acting, performance, dance. I'm not really a dancer though, let's be honest.
Are you?
I'm an actor who moves well.
Okay.
That's what I would refer to myself
I was wanting
as.
to ask you, do you consider yourself a strong vocalist?
Yes. I'm a
Okay.
singer first. So
I need to hear you sing.
So in the theater world, in the cruise ship world, in the performance world, you have actors who sing, you have singers who dance,
Yep.
and you have dancers who sing. And
And you have triple threats.
yes, but
Ideally.
but everybody like leans more towards one or the
for
other.
sure. Yeah.
But I think I'm more of like a actor who sings or a singer who dances.
An actor who sings or a singer who dances. King, you're a triple threat.
Well, and then in a chorus line, she says, "God, I'm a dancer, and a dancer dances."
And period.
So, you know, she's a dancer through and through.
Yeah.
And so that's just never who I was. But I danced out of necessity. I danced because I needed a job.
Right.
But you're a dancer. You're a trained dancer.
Yeah.
So you went to school for dance?
No, I didn't go to school for dance. I did competitive dance. I'd say like K through 12. Just like classic like dancer girl. I didn't do any sports. I just danced. I did gymnastics when I was like really little, and I hated it because I just kept going into the like middle of the room and like twirling and dancing. My mom was like, "Yeah, okay, she's just a dancer." But yeah, dance was like everything to me, to my identity through like my whole adolescence. And then my older sister, she is an incredible singer. And then she got into theater, and she kind of brought me under her wing. So I became a dancer who acts.
Okay.
And then
there you go. See?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I did end up getting some roles where I had to sing, and I never considered myself a singer or a good singer. Like, I love singing, and I still sing so much, but it was always my sister who was like, get up on stage, let's hear your beautiful voice, Olivia, dance. So I was always insecure about having to sing and using my voice. But for some reason, I've become a better singer as I've aged. And
yeah, you settle into it.
You settle into it. And I think I've become more musically smart with age. And oddly enough, I think that teaching yoga and like moving my body and then having to like hone my diaphragm and like project my voice has like helped my vocals. Like every now and then I'll just like be in the studio and I'll put the microphone on and I'll just like sing and dance at the same time. Like, well, I'm training for the Eras tour.
Well, and yoga training and actor training, singer training go hand in hand. Mm-hmm. And this is something that I want to keep studying, and this is what I'm doing with my yoga teacher training and my actor teaching, is combining the two.
Yes.
And they really do go hand in hand. You're working the breath work, the body connection, all of those muscles working together.
Yeah, there's so much overlap because all of it, like dancing, teaching, singing, moving your body, is expressing yourself creatively. And there's so much like spiritual overlap, in my opinion, too, of like your ability to use your voice is not even just like a technical skill, but it's almost like this opening up of yourself that you just have to like break open and just like do it. Like,
yes. And yoga is so essential in allowing you to get to know yourself.
Yes.
And giving yourself permission to know your body in ways that you don't normally get to know it.
Yes.
So just exploring breath and exploring different muscles and moving in ways that you don't normally move throughout
like,
the day.
Removing like judgment from yourself and like being able to do things like with your own body and remove embarrassment or remove shame.
Yes.
And that's what you have to do when you go on stage. That's what you have to do before you sing in front of people or even just go to a yoga class. It's such an intimate experience with yourself of like, okay, I'm just going to have to break away this idea of like, this is weird and this is vulnerable. And that's just the best feeling when you're free from that.
Yeah. And so much like in a yoga class, we are working independently, but we are also in communion with everyone in the room.
Yeah.
But no one's judging. No one's there to judge you. Like, we're not competing, but we're working together as an ensemble. We're in communion. And I think that's why I love going to class so much, because I don't want to practice alone.
Same.
I don't want to practice at home alone.
Me neither. Yeah.
Like, who wants to do that?
No, I'll get so bored.
Like, I'm not going to do a monologue by myself in the mirror.
Right. Like, you'd rather have a person to bounce energy off of.
Yes.
Yeah. I like that you brought up that yoga is a communal ensemble experience where no one is in competition with each other. Because that's actually something that when I started practicing yoga, I was really resistant to. Because when I first started, I was fresh off of only dancing, and then quit dance when I graduated high school, got more into acting, and just like didn't move my body in any type of way because I hated lifting, I hated running. I just wanted to like be creative. So when I found the studio that I teach at now, it was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I need. Like, this feels like dance again. And it just feels so outside the lines of what working out has always been for me. But I had such an ego when I first started practicing. I was like, I'd sit on the mat and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, I'm about to be the most flexible person in this room. The teacher is about to be so impressed by the fact that I know her choreography. Like, I was treating it like I was in dance. Like, I was like, oh my God, teacher, come look at me, make sure you see that I'm killing it. And then I slowly realized, like, oh, nobody cares. Like,
No.
I'm not getting any, like, reinforcement of this thinking pattern. Like, the fact that I'm in a split right now, like, teacher isn't coming over and, like, giving me a gold star, and, like, I'm not winning in any type of way.
No, and that reminds me of something Meg said last time, which was sometimes the most advanced yogi in the room will be the person in child's pose.
Exactly.
Like, literally in the back of
And
the
that
room.
realization is so incredible. Like,
Yeah.
when I stepped into that phase of my yoga practice of not thinking that anybody was watching me, not thinking I was executing this in order to, like, be the best at it, that's when the yoga started.
Yeah.
Like, that's when the actual, like, unfolding of myself and my true self happened, was when I, like, threw that mindset out the door that we're all competing and we're all looking at each other, because no one was matching that energy. Like, that was me walking into the yoga class, like, bringing that in, and then it was just like osmosis of, like, other people's energy, of them just, like, not caring about me, where I was like, wait, this is actually so much more important than being the best physically.
Yeah.
Because then I started to realize that yoga is not just even the physical practice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I know about you is that you like to make your yoga practice more, how do I say, dancey? What's the word? Expressive?
All the words, honestly, I guess. Are you saying this, like, from the knowledge of you taking my classes and
Well, I
experiencing
know
my
that you've specifically
sequences?
taught workshops where you will show how to make your flow more dance-like.
Yeah.
So what is that system for you?
Yeah.
What is that about?
Wow, that's a great question. I think that I just really enjoy moving in a way that just feels like you're really immersed, like, in something. There's no choppiness. There's no, like, stop and go. Like, there's a few styles of yoga that is very, like, sedentary, where you sit into a pose. And now, on the other side of my yoga journey, I'll, like, every style of yoga I'm here for, and the benefits. But personally, like, especially in the beginning, my preference is, like, get on the roller coaster, hit start, and, like, we're moving, we're flowing. It's graceful. It's, like, oily. It's, like, you could just close your eyes and, like, surrender yourself to what your body is doing. And that's, I guess it just kind of started with the feedback I would get from students, from my flows, that they felt like I was making them dance, like, based on the way I was cueing or the way we were expressing our bodies. They were like, you make me feel like I'm dancing, and I've never felt like that before. And so once I started hearing people saying that to me, I was like, okay, I guess that's my thing. Like, I guess I can just, like, make anybody feel that freedom that dancers feel, when you're not thinking about what's my foot doing, what's my face doing. Like, it's just going.
Yeah.
And that's, like, flow. Like, I just love feeling that state of flow and freedom in the mind. And it honestly, it comes natural to me teaching that way. Like, the way I sequence is so close to how I choreograph dance. Like, I just want it all to be connected and fluid, and beautiful.
One day I was on Instagram and I was looking for electrolytes. I was getting so many different ads, but the one that I ended up picking was Salty, because I liked their flavors and I liked the fact that it had potassium, magnesium, 0 sugar, nothing unnatural, no maltodextrin, nothing like that. It was just flavor and electrolytes. And I like that. And it's sweetened with stevia. So it's very simple. You can rehydrate after your workout with something that tastes great. It makes me dance. Use the link in the description box to order. You also teach, like, dance classes at the studio.
Yeah.
So how did that start?
Oh my gosh, I've had such an amazing opportunity from my leaders, from Brooke and now Meg. They are like my number one like dance fans. It's such a blessing. Like I felt like I stifled my dancer for a second, and I entered yoga teacher mode. And then even with me trying to stifle dance, like, and if anyone who has been a dancer is listening to this, like, you know, if you've been a dancer, like, that's never going to leave your soul. Like, I'll be in my bathroom brushing my teeth and I'm like popping and locking it. Like, that will never go away. Like, that intimate relationship with dancing it's a gift. Like, it's innately there. And so Brooke and Meg just see that gift in me, and they really want me to just try things and see if there's a market for it. So I've done, in the beginning, I just did like dance classes at the studio, which I think you came to.
I've been
one.
to a couple of them.
Yeah, where it was like just like a dance class, like warm up, learn a combo, do it. And we just kind of realized that that's a little too much for our market of yogis. The people at our studio, I mean, like we talked about, like they come into the mat, they don't want anyone looking at them.
Oh, I could handle it.
You could handle it. You were in the splits middle of the room.
Yes.
But the people that come to our yoga, because we're not a dance studio, we're a yoga studio.
No, it was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah. And
But it was fun.
And I was full dance teacher mode, being like 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Like terrifying.
Yeah.
But we realized, like, okay, we don't need to like jump into the deep end with our clients. We want to bring dance to the studio, but like, how can we kind of transition it in? And so after that, that's when we came up with this idea of like fusing dance and yoga so that people could be on their yoga mat and feel comfortable. But then also I would choreograph like a yoga sequence to music. So it was this melding of dance knowledge of like counting your music, like feeling the emotion that the music is expressing and using your body to express it. But then also we're moving through yoga asanas, and then also getting like an actual educational benefit and like sprinkling in helpful transitions that you actually can use in your yoga practice, like pivoting on your feet or like how to move your pelvis in a certain way.
Yeah.
So the yoga dance fusion workshops I think I did a 6-part series or something like that. I themed them on moving up the chakras, but that was such a pivotal moment for me as a teacher, because it was like, okay, how can I use dance and yoga in a way that is, one, for people to just straight up like dip their toes in the water of feeling like a dancer, but then also to like, it's a paid class. So like, what are they gaining here? What's this like educational benefit that they can take into their yoga practice? So
yeah, it almost feels like you're teaching them to not rely so heavily on the cueing and
bingo,
be a little bit more improvisational.
Yes, exactly.
In
like,
their movement.
Feel a bit more like control over their body in order to feel free.
When was it? Was there a specific moment where it hit you, like, okay, I'm ready to transition and I think it's going to be yoga. I think yoga is the next thing for me. Was there a specific, was there a lightning bolt moment, a light bulb?
It was, yes, there was a light bulb moment, but it also like snuck up on me in the same way. So I moved to the area I teach at now with my parents. They moved, and then my sister and I, we were both in Atlanta, both pursuing acting, working our butts off, waiting tables. And I kind of look back at that period of my life as just like a different version of myself. I think a lot of people that find yoga relate to looking at themselves before yoga, and they're like, I don't know who that was. But also, like, I was 19, so does anyone know who they were when they were 19? So I moved down to the beach, and I was like, okay, like, I could still do some self-tape auditions down here or something. Just totally lost and very disconnected from my body. Just cold turkey quit dance, just not moving, period. Like, I didn't even pick up a weight. I didn't even hit a squat. Like, I did not take care of my body. And I was really uncomfortable in my skin, and that just translated to so many parts of my life and how lost I felt. So because the universe is so crazy like this, I moved in across the street from a hot yoga studio. Sitting on the computer one day and just was like, you know what? I've heard hot yoga is interesting, like, and you sweat a lot. So something's got to give because I am really struggling with my body right now. So I booked the class, and like I said earlier, I walked in and I was like, all right, I got this. Like, this is easy peasy. Everyone's going to be so impressed by how good at this I am. No. I was not. I was fighting for my life.
Yeah. Slipping and sliding.
Couldn't hold the downward dog.
That's a struggle.
Stuck in chaturanga. But of course, like, you walk out of a yoga practice feeling brand new, feeling so much better than you did when you walked in. Yeah. And it's addictive. It really is to have that sense of clarity and that just like exhale. Like, I had never sat down and taken a breath. Like, I had never understood how to inhale and how to exhale. I was that disconnected from breathing in my body, which it's become so much more popular now for young people to know about breath work and mindfulness and yoga. So I kind of feel like I like got on the train like while the trend was beginning. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so first yoga class, and then just kept going back. Made a really sweet friend because I was new to the area, I had no friends. So I spoke to the girl next to me in class, and then it became like our thing. Like, okay, we're going to go to yoga. We're going to get breakfast. So, and that's another beautiful part of the practice is that's how you keep going is you build your home, you find your sangha or your tribe. And I was really, really drawn to my teacher, Brooke. I just saw the light in her eyes and felt so safe with her, and really like vulnerable around her in a way. Like, I was comfortable to be open about my struggles, and I didn't feel like I was in a space of judgment. Like, I didn't feel like she was at all looking at me being like, girl, you don't know what chaturanga is. Come on. Like, the culture there was just so like open and attractive. So it was about 6 months into just yoga, Brooks class, like just feeling better. And then Shavasana as well was a really pivotal moment for me in realizing my connection to yoga, because just as disconnected from my body I was really spiritually disconnected. Like, I felt like I had like shut down any part of myself that was like open to faith, to prayer, to sitting and like feeling. Like, I was just like in the physical. And I guess Shavasana just like forces you to be there, to sit, to close down your eyes. And I started feeling glimpses of spirit again, of connection to my purpose, connection to love. And it was, about 6 months into just consistently practicing that, I was in class and I was watching my teacher, Brooke, and I was just like looking at her, like speaking and just expressing herself. And I was like, I can do that. And I can do that like great. I know I can do that great. And I want to do that. And not for performance, which all of my other, like, I guess career aspirations had been to perform, to get validation, for people to look at me, I guess. Like, I think a lot of people in the performance industry relate to that too, of like just wanting to be seen. And when I decided to teach yoga, it was like a realization, like, no, this isn't to get you clout. Like, this isn't to get you famous. This is because this gift that you've wanted to express, like through dance, through acting, through choreography, is because like you have a gift that needs to be given to people, not to be recognized by people, but because you have the ability to spread love.
But when you take your talent and your purpose and your drive, your determination, your all of it, and you put it all together, you do get clout, you do get fame, you do get that rise, which you have gotten because what you're doing is what you're meant to be doing.
Right. And and that's like clout that's like aligned with the truth.
Yes.
And
yes.
That's such a funny thing to say.
No, but it's true.
Thank you for saying that. I love that.
You've come into your own. You've come into yourself in a way. You're not pretending to be something that you're not.
Exactly. And that's what's different about, for me personally, like what's different for me as a yoga teacher that feels comfortable, like getting on a microphone and leading people, is because that's my true self.
Yeah.
And that's me speaking authentically and not past me where I wanted to just like be somebody else and be like the people I was seeing on TV and social media.
And you probably find yourself in a flow state where
100%
things are just humming.
Yes, for sure. And that flow state is so attractive because when I started my yoga teacher training, I was just so focused and like head down, dialed in on this purpose. And every single step of the way, there was like insight from the world around me that like, this is what you're meant to be doing. And then things kept on falling into place. It was just like magnetic that like, then I finally like was comfortable in my body. And then I could like finally meet the love of my life. Like, like it was just like this domino effect of like, once you finally are aligned with your true purpose, you don't have to fantasize and just manifest in the mind anymore. It's like actual action that manifests what you want. And that's some really strong work I've realized, is action is the real manifesting and not just the sitting down dreaming about what I wish would be. It's like, okay, let's get up and let's go get after it. And then that will happen. Action
brings more action.
Yes.
Consistency is key always. Having a consistent practice in something, and yoga certainly gives us that. But let's talk a little bit about branding because, you know, you are on Instagram for the studio, for Body Poetic, for the clothing brand, for everything.
Yeah.
So tell us what we need to know about branding for us yoga teachers.
Oh my
Specifically, what do we need to know?
Okay, my advice for a creative that wants to post, whether it's Instagram, Facebook twice, YouTube, podcast, whatever it is, and this is knowledge that's been passed down to me as well, I'm not like creating this myself, is your brand and your personality like go hand in hand. So I've really enjoyed establishing my business and like my creative endeavors on my Instagram, posting flow videos, posting dance videos, marketing events, and then posting pictures from a wedding I went to that weekend, posting pictures of the dinner I made, because especially as a yoga teacher, like people are coming to your classes not just for your flow, but for who you are. Because that's what keeps people coming back. Like, that's why I kept going to Brooke's class. I loved her flows, but then I loved her personality. And I went and stalked her Instagram and saw her beautiful life and her dog and her husband. And then you build a relationship with them. So I guess my advice would be like, brand yourself in a way that makes people want to be your friend.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that there is a brand necessary because you're creating that what's the term? The bhavana, the bhav.
The bhav, yes. Yeah.
You're creating that in the room, but also outside of the room, and
Bhav means like the vibe, by the way.
Well, they know. They've been listening to every episode.
Oh, gotcha. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so you're creating that in the room, but you have to create that in your walk of life too.
Yes.
You have to walk the walk.
You have to walk the walk, or else people are going to smell that a mile away. Yeah. That you are preaching that everyone have compassion for others, but then you're posting like crazy stuff on the internet. Like, then there's going to be disconnection, and that's not going to align and attract people. And I mean, authenticity through and through, like on your social media. I mean, there's a curated aspect for sure. Mm-hmm. It's very important to also be like, okay, well then what could I do to keep them coming back? Like, let me go the extra mile and remember that they drop their daughter off at cheer practice before they come. And next time I see them, how's your daughter doing in cheer? Like, it's little things like that to make people feel seen.
Yeah.
That I find really important, because I remember like feeling seen by teachers and then being like, I feel safe with them and I want to keep coming back to them.
That's why I keep coming back. I mean, it's a community for me, and it's a spiritual practice, and it's a ritual.
I love
for
your
me.
Practice.
It's lovely, and it sets off my week in the best way possible. Mm-hmm. It's really amazing.
I love having you in my class.
Thank you.
Your energy is so beautiful.
I love it, and sometimes I'm really working through some stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens. Like, sometimes you're really working through some emotions.
Yeah.
But
me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's so important to say, because that's another thing you can get caught up in as a teacher, of like what you're going through, and like, oh, I have to teach when like I'm going through this right now. And then I'm like, well, guess what? You're not the only woman on earth. 20 people in this room are probably going through something. And to be honest, girl, it's probably worse than what you're going through. And just like humbling yourself with everyone's going through something. Yeah. So that's why we're all here. So push and teach, because people need it.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for this. Has been a great conversation.
Good.
I've gotten to know so much more about you. Which
you
has
too.
Been awesome,
I'm so excited for our future and for Costa Rica.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. And if you guys are interested in more information about our 200, well, the 300 has started now, right?
300 has started. Yeah, we have our first Zoom meeting like 2 weeks from now.
Awesome.
But if you want to get your 200-hour yoga certification, enrollment is still open.
That's right. You can check out all the details. I'll put them in the description box below. Come join us in Costa Rica. Come get your yoga certification with Body Poetic Yoga.
Yeah.
You can get more information at megshubayoga.com. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.
Make sure you subscribe, because I will keep making more episodes. It sounds like I need to have Brooke on next.
I think you do. I think we've talked about her too much. I'm sure Meg talked about her.
We've like manifested it.
You've got to have Brooke's got to be next.
She's next. Brooke, you're up.
Watch out.
See you next time. Thank you guys.